That thing, that is, well, you got this thing so right. You know what? I ain't even mad that you put me down for this.
What you mean?
What I said. I'm not mad you put me down for this. It's dope.
Man, I'm glad you came. For real.
Why wouldn't I?
You don't fuck with me like that, man.
I do. You just don't invite me.
Here we go. But you taking flights and private jets and shit, but I can't hop on the flight with y'all.
You can. You can hop on. No problem with that. You can hop on.
Sounds like an offline conversation y'all need to have.
That's what it sounds like too.
Yeah.
What y'all fail to realize?
Like I really
love him.
Oh, it's all love. It's always gonna be love.
Oh, okay.
To death.
To life. You love him to life. Okay.
What's up, everybody, man? Welcome back to another episode of the What You Mean podcast, where we are here for Industry Monday. I am your host, LaCheston.
And I'm your co-host, Kim. Hey, y'all.
And we got a dope homeboy, dope person in the building today, man, to slide through for this Industry Monday. We're going to talk a little bit about fitness and what's going on in the fitness world and some new things that he has coming up, bro. So without further ado, I'm going to give him the floor and let him introduce himself. And make sure you tell the people where they can find you as well.
Man, my name is Trey, Chaney, man. I'm the owner of IAMLOVE Fitness, all that. So, yeah. So, you can find me at www.iamlovefitness.com. You can go on IG, Trey Chaney _I am. Go on my Facebook, Trey Chaney Team I am. Right now, we just, it's January. So, New Year's resolutions. Everybody want to get fit. At least until Valentine's Day.
You giving them to that long?
Yeah, I mean, most people pop out before the end, but I'm gonna push them at least to the 14th. At least until you get some flowers. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking the 14th of January. That's how
some people just signing up, so I'm at least give them more than that. But anyways, yeah, man. So right now, man, we got the gym booming. We in the process of building our new gym, bought some property.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
And
we definitely get there.
Youth sports. President Irondale.
See that.
So we just, man, I'm just thankful to God, man. I'm just thankful to God that's giving me a platform to do what I do.
I got you.
Yeah, he will.
That's what's up, man.
Okay.
So
well,
that's
we're gonna kick it off with an icebreaker here.
And break it.
Here we
Please
go.
break it.
You ready?
I'm ready. Been
sure?
ready. I'm sure. Positive. Guaranteed.
Okay. All right, now. We'll see how much weight you can lift. Okay. So, why can athletes lift more than prisoners?
Why can athletes? Who told you that?
Why can athletes lift more than prisoners?
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Got to be a joke.
Just answer the joke, man.
I know prisoners right now. Athletes can't see nothing. Them boys can live. Them boys got too much time on their hand. What you talking about? Athletes ain't got all that time. They got family. They got to go eat. They got to do all this stuff. Prisons, they got to do what.
Now, when we give you this answer, it's gonna blow you away because you overthinking it. It's gonna literally blow you away.
Go ahead and give it to me. I might be lost. I mean,
that's your answer.
What?
Yeah.
Athletes?
Yeah.
What's your fish answer?
What's your answer?
I don't think athletes can lift more than prisoners.
Okay, well, because the pros outweigh the cons.
That's so lame.
Don't do that, man. Don't do that. So hold on, I got another gym one for you. Right, here's go. Why do impatient people hate the gym?
And why do impatient people hate the gym? I have no idea.
Because of the weights.
Bruh, y'all brought me in here for this. Can we move on?
Oh, don't do it like that.
Like, what a real question. Like, what?
I'm gonna give you one more.
Like, this is like Garfield, bro.
Maybe one more.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Let's go.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You sure?
I'm like, open mind now.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Why should you not date someone who exercises to relieve stress?
Ooh. Why should I date someone who exercises to relieve stress?
Yeah.
Maybe because they need to be relieving stress another way.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh, well, because they'll run when it gets hard.
Like I said. I was almost there that time.
Man, you good. So, man, we're going to go ahead and jump it off, man, switch gears, man. So, no slight introduction, man, for yourself, bro. Man of God, evangelist, CEO of T-Manic, Familia.
That's old.
Yeah,
Back in the day.
I already know. T-Manic recording studio owner and fitness coach of IAMLOVE Fitness Training Center, IAMLOVE Ministries, former professional athlete, published author of I Am Opens Our Eyes and UAB alum, man. So those are a lot of titles, man, and a lot of stuff going on. So we'll keep that going, man, and allow you to elaborate on a couple of those titles as we continue with the show, man. But so just give us a little backstory, man, about yourself, man. Just growing up, man. Maybe some ambitions, some inspirations, some things that you had planned out for yourself, leading up to kind of sort of when things took maybe a slight turn, and then you had to reevaluate some things.
Man, I came from, people always had that, like, I came from the struggle story and all that.
Yeah.
I was hard, and it was hard in the days, and bro, I ain't had none of that, bro. I came from a great family.
Got you.
Mom and daddy still married.
40
some years, you know what I'm saying? Older sisters, doing great. My oldest sister, she a makeup artist, got her own studio in Hollywood, California. My other sister, she's an import specialist for the government and got a husband that makes apps for Google. So,
Nice.
money was never a problem. I was the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I just literally got out there and, they say money is the root of all evil. But they don't say that. They say the love of money is the root of all evil. That was my vice. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? I loved the money, but I didn't love how to get it the right way.
Gotcha.
And so with me, growing up, I went to school, graduated, got a scholarship to play ball at UAB, graduated all honors, got 2 double degrees from UAB, got out of school, got a great job, making $50,000 a year. Like, I'm 22, 23. But like I said, I wanted that money. You know what I'm saying? So, I grew up in Irondale. We moved to Ensley. I started keeping with my partners in Ensley. You know how it is in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They put me
Pike
on
Road.
this. And as I'm getting my money, you can put your money with our money. We can do this, and this. So, I started making plays and doing my thing. Make a long story short, man, I ended up catching a case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And thinking I'm going to do 2 years, signed for it, went to the courthouse, and the judge ended up giving me 6 years,
Wow.
So you take a guy that was, like I said, had it all, 22, 23, making $50,000 a year in Birmingham, Alabama. That's like $1 million now.
Yeah,
Especially back in 2000.
Yeah, I was just about to say
7 and 8.
Yeah, 50 grams straight.
Yeah,
man.
you're straight. When you ain't got nothing to pay for. I had a cell phone and a car note.
What year again?
This was 2007, 8, 9, my boy.
Bro, 2007, 8, 9, bro. I think I was making like $16,000 a year.
I was making 50 bands. This ain't even include my studio, the T-Manic that you talking about.
Right.
That was bringing in another. They weren't bringing a lot, but you just taking in like another 15, 20.
Yeah.
You talking about somebody 22 making $67,000 a year, and we ain't talking about the cash flow I'm making in the street.
Mm-hmm.
We just talking about real check money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, make a long story short, man, I made some bad decisions, ended up catching that case, and I had to go down that road.
Gotcha.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They always say God knows. At the time I was like, why would God give me this kind of time? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
in my mindset, I'm like, okay, I know I came from a good family, but even when I caught the case, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna fast, I'm gonna ask God for forgiveness. He gonna get me out of this situation. But God don't always say yes. Sometimes he say no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he said, no, you gotta do this time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And me, going to prison wasn't that's when where the buck stopped. That's when I actually started to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not necessarily saying that I felt in my own mind that I had to do all that time to get to where I was, but God knew I needed to do all that time. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, had I only got a year or two like I thought I was gonna, I would got back on the same stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd have got back out on the same
I
stuff.
don't think a lot of people admit to that.
I'm just being 100.
Yeah.
I had already said in my mind, bro, if I get these 2 years, I'm gonna get the drug program. I'll be out in 12 months, 13 months. I'll be back. Go back to T-Manic Records. Go back to get my same partners. Them same partners that wasn't really on my partners, but I thought they was my partners.
Right.
I'm going back to the same thing. And had I went back to that, bro, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Gotcha.
I had got my degrees in kinesiology, fitness leadership, exercise science, and all that, but I wasn't using it. I was trying to just get money. It didn't matter. I done got money in so many different ways, bro.
I feel you
Like,
there.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel you
Bro,
there.
I was at it. You know, I understand these young men. Like, we always talk about these young folks today and this content creation and what they doing and they era. You gotta let them people live their life because we lived ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just did it a different day, a different way. We didn't have a social media and stuff like they got. They just doing it on social media. I can't knock them because I made the same decisions to go get money. I didn't care what it was.
Yeah. And I think a lot of decisions that the younger people make that, you know, if we're just being completely honest about it, at the end of the day, the world wasn't able to see what you was doing.
Exactly.
Versus now they're able to see what you're doing. You know
and we don't care, and they don't care to put it out there.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff that we frowned our face upon, people don't frown their face upon it no more. Like, think about it. Like, if somebody came out talking about they was gay, oh man, we wouldn't even talk to them. They would turn their back on them. Now you gay. Oh, come on, give me a hug.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you came out.
You got to.
Because I'm gay too. You know, that's how they be. You know what I'm saying?
See, and since we on that, bro, I think the crazy thing about that, bro, is I'm gonna be honest. Like, so when I was growing up, it was like certain things you let people see, certain things you don't let people see.
Right.
That was just like the way that things were governed, because I had a gay uncle.
Right.
And I had a gay aunt.
I did too.
You know what I'm saying? And the family didn't shun against them, as in they didn't like them or love them.
They just didn't put it
but
out.
they sheltered us away from them. Like, it wasn't no going over there staying the night and sleepovers with them and all. Like, we couldn't do that. But they were still uncle and they were still auntie.
Right.
And you didn't really think about it because it wasn't something that they put in the public, that they made open for everybody to see.
They really didn't even talk about it to you.
They
They knew it,
period.
but they didn't talk about it like it's okay. It wasn't okay then.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That's the difference.
And now, but in 2023, like, to be honest, bro, like, I'm not gonna say that it's not okay.
Right.
I'm just gonna say that if you want to be completely honest about, if we're gonna look at it at the overall scope, how you're supposed to look at it, people are just free to do what they want to do.
And
like, it shouldn't be. Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be judged. Like, it's just like, hey, this is who I love, or this is how I love, or how I want to love, and that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be 100, bro. You know I'm an evangelist, bro. I done read that Bible front to back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it talks about, you know, how the word of God, how you should be, a man should marry a woman and a woman should marry a man. But it also talks about how men have used sexual immorality and still made it to heaven.
Right.
Get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
David, he's in heaven. He slept with Sheba. So you think somebody that's gay, that love God, ain't gonna make it to heaven? Come on now. God is a forgiving God. He ain't sitting up there saying, oh, because the way you are, you can't make it to heaven. No, he just want to know that you're trying.
I mean, if we're going to be honest and look at it like that, I'm going to just put it out there like this. For me, even when I was in the church, the way that I was in the church, we can look at love, L-O-V-E. Love conquers all.
Amen.
Like, point blank, period. My pastor preached a message one time where he said, if you put love in the front of any one of the 10 commandments,
it conquers all.
It won't be broken.
You ain't gonna try to murder nobody.
Yep. If you love somebody, you ain't gonna murder. Like if you put love in front of those commandments, it triumphs all.
It triumphs.
So I solely feel, and I may be wrong, bro, but this is just how my spirit, my mindset, my mentality, and how I'm set up as a person, bro. I'm built. My grandma built me to treat people the way that I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? All right. So when we think about that, and then we think about the fact that we're looking at love, bro, I think that God judges us on how we love people, bro. How you treat people.
You don't have to think about it. I'm gonna give you the scriptures for that. It's John 13 and 34 and 35. It simply says this. It simply says that you will know that you're a disciple of God by the way that you, number one, love God and the way that you love others. It don't say nothing about how you pray, how you fast, how you treat this and that and that. It simply says that. So it boils down to just that. How do you love God and how do you love others? That's how you'll know that you're a disciple of God.
And that's just it, bro. That's just how I feel about.
You didn't think about it. That's real.
And that's just how I feel about any and everybody that comes into my circle. Anybody that I deal with.
That's why I still mess with you, because I know you don't mess with me, but I love you.
Man, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Yeah.
I had to put that
Something
out
about
I
there.
feel like
two more
y'all about
times.
to tussle at this
No, we're not gonna
point.
tussle. Cause
sure?
Man, you know what? I used to try to run up on that nigga.
I'll beat him up.
I gotta
I'll
stop
beat you
saying
up,
this. It's
bro.
industry minded. We gotta try to keep it a
I'll
little
beat you up.
professional.
And I want your camera to stand up. I don't want how to hit your head on every camera in here.
Man, look, man. When I used to try to run up on him at the gym, he was like, "Look, cuz I ain't even gonna do nothing to you. I'm just gonna call the police. I ain't going back to jail for you
not
or
anymore.
nobody
I'm on
else."
probation.
Oh, so now you ready to throw them hands?
I'll knock your head clean off.
We can go behind the building.
No,
man.
we ain't got to go. We go right here. So
No,
everybody
I
can
don't want
see.
everybody to see
You need
no. No, shit like the military. Just go to the tree line.
I'm never gonna fight you. Let me close this down.
Yeah, we ain't
I'm
gonna
not
fight
fighting
each
out
other.
here in the land of the living and the free.
Free.
I'm not fighting in the land of the free.
Heavy on the free.
I got a free life to live without fighting.
I feel you.
I'm gonna call the police on you.
I do have
feel
a
you.
question though. So, at what point during your time that you had been locked up, did you have that aha moment, or like you felt like God like really came in?
December
and, like, spoke to you?
14, 2014. I know it exactly. That was so when I first got to prison, I was still street. Like, man, people will tell you they know when I was locked up, I came in on it. Like, I first got there, the old man was like, "Bro, you in here? Listen, somebody come up on you, go on do what you got to do, cause ain't no need of both of y'all going to the hole. So ain't no need you going to the hole being beat up and bloody."
Right.
Cause but you just gonna sit there. Ain't nobody take you to no infirmary. All that stuff y'all be seeing on TV. Nah, it ain't like that. You not going to no infirmary, bro. You gonna sit in that hole bloody, beat down or whatever, or you gonna be there like the man.
Right.
So I was like, if I'm gonna be in there, I might well go ahead and swing on you first. So I ain't gotta be in there. You don't want to sit in no hole 20 days bleeding out.
They leave you in for 20 days.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, I just know I wasn't finna be sitting in there beat down and bloody. So my whole mindset when I first got there was turn. I ain't care.
Good gas.
Whatever. It can go down. And I ain't even cut like that. You can ask anybody know me, bro. My mama, daddy, parents, friends. Well, my friends, they think I'm crazy, but I'm not. Okay?
Right.
I just talk big back then. Because, I had short man syndrome. I'm 5'5", bro.
I got a short man syndrome
So,
too.
I'm going to always talk, but I wasn't going to do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, yeah, in prison, you just had to be that person. So, December 14, 2014, I'll never forget this, man. God just put it on my heart, man. It just hit me, and it was just like, man, let all that go. I can't use you if you still trying to be somebody you're not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what got me in prison, trying to be somebody I wasn't. I'm not a street person. I'm not a gangster. I'm not into that. I just like making money. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people in prison. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I had to do a stat, bro, I guarantee you 70 to 75 people in prison, I'll say, not really like that. They just was going to get money. Whether what they needed to make it for their family, their kids, or whatever, or they just had a money hunger like me at that time, they just was going to get money. They weren't really cut like that.
I think I don't want to deter you too far from the initial question that she asked to allow you to elaborate on, that turning point that when God spoke directly to you. But I think just to add on to what you just said, I think I was like that when I was in college, bro. Like, I got tied into a whole lot of stuff when I was at Troy just because I was able to make money like 50 different ways. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had a regular job.
Yeah, me too.
Didn't care about it.
Me either.
Just with them because it's a regular job.
Because it made a check.
But but I was making money like a million different ways. Then I got robbed.
Right.
When I got robbed, it was the most horrific experience I had ever been through.
Wow.
And I done been shot at, bombed at.
All of us have.
Like,
you living that life, you're going to get.
Like, I mean, being in Iraq, you know what I'm saying? That was the firsthand experience on seeing stuff. Like you said, all the stuff you see on the movies, that's one thing. Right. You see what I'm saying? But it's I can tell when I'm around other quote unquote wannabe veterans or whatever, and they tell them, I can tell when them niggas be lying. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't even like telling a story about what I saw and what I've been through. Like, I'm gonna leave it at they shot at us, they bombed at us, we treated some folks really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? As far as the Geneva Convention go, like we definitely violated the Geneva Convention. You know what I'm saying? So after all that stuff that I've been through, bro, all the stuff the military had me trained and geared to, bro, the most scariest thing I ever been through was when I walked in somebody's house and 4 niggas pulled guns out on me and was like, give us everything you got. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So when that happened, you know what I'm saying? Again, I like to get money. I know about the streets, but I ain't going to the streets. Like, I know about it. I just want the money aspect of it, and I want the chicks to come with the money aspect of it. That's all I want. I don't want the fight. I don't want the beefing. I don't want the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? So after I got robbed, I'm a frat boy. When I got back to my apartment, my frat was geared up, ready to go.
Yeah.
I had told my mama what had happened. My real gangster folks, my folks is in Pittsburgh, like the really people who don't care about doing no biz. They talking to my mama, telling us, okay, do we need to come on down there? We can come on down there and do whatever and go on back. Like I'm not like them. Like they for real though. Like that's what they do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, this is what God told me in this moment, in this instant. He was like, it's just time to move. It's time to grow. It's something better for you. You like your time here is gone. And the one thing I didn't want to do is because it wasn't hard to find me in Troy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like anything that was going on in Troy, I was there or I had something to do with it. Right. So what I didn't want was my younger frat brothers that I had brought into my fraternity to retaliate against these local Negroes. Right. And then they do something to them. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Off of something that dead or in jail or something.
And then I had to move from it, and then I ended up here in Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's how God moves.
You know, at the end of the day, bro, I hear what you're saying, bro, but I do want you to finish, you know, just giving us, you know.
So December 14, 2014, God hit me.
Right.
And not only did he hit me, he said, I need you to get away from everybody that's keeping me from you. Mm-hmm. In other words, that's sin. Anything that separates you from God, that's sin.
Right.
So the first thing I said, okay, it's certain people I just know for a fact is keeping me from God. And it's just certain things that I'm doing daily that's keeping me away from God. So I literally went cold turkey December 14th. People started talking about, bro, he acting funny. He don't want to talk to nobody. It wasn't like acting funny, bro. I just had to find my place, my secret place. Mm-hmm. You know, what it says in Psalms 91. Mm-hmm. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the mighty of the Almighty.
I could tell you in that book, but
yeah, I mean, so like that was my secret place. So I found my secret place in God, and then when I found my secret place, it was just like I couldn't let nobody in on my secret. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally found my secret place, and I couldn't let nobody in on my secret because a lot of times in life is, you know, that's why I don't really care for social media. People see me posting gym stuff, but they don't really see me posting my stuff. Because you can really let people know about your stuff, and then they can turn it away from what you got going on. Mm-hmm. So you have to be real particular about what you post and what you tell people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm real particular about even my personal relationships with people. When I'm talking to a woman or what I'm doing on my personal life, I don't put that on social media.
And you know what? I tried multiple times to help my significant other to see that. I was like, you can literally go through my Facebook or any social media from the past 10 years, you won't see my personal life or like when I started preaching.
Yeah.
That was done and over with. Right. Like there's no reason for you to see anything to deter you from what God has put on my heart to share with you.
That stumbling block. We talked about it earlier.
Like period.
It's just certain stuff I'm not gonna do in the public face because it ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm gonna do me.
Right.
But I don't want to create a stumbling block on somebody that's on edge. If somebody was sitting on the edge of that table and they was looking at me, whether they finna accept Christ or not, I don't want to do nothing that's going to keep them from Christ.
That part.
It ain't that I'm not a sinner. It's just I'm not going to show you every card I have to keep you from God.
And that's why I ain't going to say that's the ultimate reason why I resigned from preaching.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? About that. You know, we definitely talked about that. But and I told you everything that was in that play. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that did carry some weight in that play was the fact of how I feel about the calling, how I feel about the position, and what we just discussed. Right. And I knew that I wanted to pick my camera up, and I just wanted to create. You know what I'm saying? And I know that sometimes those creations was going to be a little bit more than what may be acceptable for that particular position. So I had to make a decision for me that I didn't want that same thing for somebody that was looking to me to be like, if he changed, I know I could change, whatever the case may be. I'm ready to get my life together. And then I be the reason why they be like, well, that nigga ain't this and third. So that's why I ain't going to church. I ain't accepting Christ. I'll say this too, Chestnut, because I know you. We got plenty of history. Is that not only did you decide to do that, but you transparent enough to tell people why you did it. Right. Because a lot of times preachers or ministers and all that, they're not transparent. Right. And you have to be transparent because number one, being transparent is what wins people.
Right.
Your testimony is what wins people to Christ.
Right.
So whether you decided to do something because you didn't want to deter people, it's my job to look at you and say what I will do because of what you did and what I won't do because of what you did. I'm still a human person.
Right.
So if I look at you and you say, okay, brother, this is the reason why I decided to put the ministry on and pick my camera up because I didn't want to do this, then I can look at you and say, okay, well, he did that because of this, but he still loves God. It doesn't take away from you loving God.
Oh, not at all.
It doesn't take away from you believing in Jesus.
Not at all.
You just decided that you didn't want to take on that mantle because of what you were doing.
Right.
And that's all God asks us to do. Because I'm going to tell you something. Some of these dudes still trying to walk with that mantle, and they out here living a whole different lifestyle.
And I have
what you
zero
did is
respect for it, bro.
And you separated yourself from that. So
Yeah.
I commend it. I respect it.
Yeah.
I told you that back when you told me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still walk with the mantle, but even though I walk with the mantle, it's just certain stuff people not going to see me do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't out here living no terrible life, but at the same time, I'm just saying you're not gonna see me out in public just doing certain stuff. I'm not gonna do it
No.
because somebody could be on the verge of loving God, and I don't want to be that stumbling block to keep them. Oh well, shoot, ain't no need of me join your gang. Hey, you doing the same thing we doing already. Why I want to be in your gang when you doing what I'm doing? I might well keep doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
So what did that journey like first look like for you?
Well, I was in prison, so it really looked like me walking down.
I'm saying like once you got out.
Oh, okay. Well, when I got out, it was man, God's so good, man. So really and truly, like I actually had a video that somebody came in and shot while I was still locked up. Cause I had this little thing called Christ and CrossFit. So I was, preaching in prison and doing CrossFit. And I had signed a CrossFit deal while I was still locked up, a whole year before I got out. And so when I came home, the transition from me coming home was just so easy because, number one, I had great support, family and friends. And not only that, everything that I was doing while I was locked up, it just transferred over to me being in, the real world. And so I say that to say this, God got you no matter where you at.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like I realized, from prison up until this point where I'm at right now, it's just no way I could have gotten to this point without God. Like I try to realize, I try to sit there and think about it. Like it's nothing I did. Like how in the world you gonna shoot a whole video that goes viral from prison, and then you get out and the transfer from prison to civil life is just easy, Like it was just like I did exactly. I literally do exactly what I did in prison. I trained in prison. I train out here.
Yeah.
I eat a certain way. I eat it out here. I minister to people. I minister out here. Ain't nothing different that I do out here from what I did while I was in prison. God said He'll give you an arena. He'll give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm sold out. That's all. I'm sold out, bro. I'm sold out. Ain't nothing you can. Ain't nothing you can tell me that God won't do.
That's what's up, man.
I'm sold out, my boy.
That's what's up, man. So, I mean, we jumped into the spiritual side of it real hard. I hope my producers don't get too mad because I don't know if we already talked about a lot of things that she mentioned that we need to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm still thugging. Come on with
He said he's still thugging.
Yeah, ain't nothing different about it. Don't get it twisted. I love God, but I'll bust your head.
So when you're not training, what is Trey doing? What are you doing?
Man, right now, I told you I've been in grind mode, so like November, December, right now, it's really been get this gym up. So a lot of people don't know this. I'm actually in the process of building my new gym and my new home at the same time.
Oh wow!
So
you got your hands full.
Yeah, so I ain't really coming up for air. I don't know. Let's go here. That's why you ain't really been seeing me in Vegas like you were saying, and doing all the extracurricular activities, bro. Like I'm locked in. I told you. Bro, I done opened up personal training again. Like I said, I would never personal train, but never tell God what you ain't gonna do.
Right.
Like right now, I'm in grind mode. Like it's straight. If you ain't talking about training or fitness or how to help me in the Irondale community with what I got going on, I ain't even trying to.
Is that where you building your home at?
Everything I do in Irondale.
So let me ask you this. I can't remember exactly what it is, but is it 10,000 or 20,000 square feet? What is it?
You talking about the gym?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 bands. 1,000 square feet. It's 20,000. So I'm gonna tell you how this came about. So the gym I'm in right now is like 4,500 square feet. All right, boom. So I was gonna at first I did a 12,000 square foot gym, but it wouldn't be able to include the basketball court. So they was like, you got to go to 15,000. I was like, cool. So then I was like, I want a 40-yard field inside the gym. They was like, well, if you do that, it's not gonna be big enough. Cause I had went and visited the gym up in Huntsville, and they got a 60-yard field, and it's a little over like 18. They was like, we're gonna be able to beat it. You gotta go to like 18. I said, man, if I'm gonna do it, bro, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna put it in God's hands. I ain't know how I'm gonna get it all up. I don't know where the money gonna come from. But baby, we gonna make it happen.
That's what's
and
up.
He done brought me this far, so hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a firm believer that, you know how you always hear them people talk about something. I'm waiting on God to show me this. I'm waiting on God to show me that. I'm a firm believer that you need to just go do what you're gonna do and just expect God to grab your hand and go with you to do it. That's how I rock.
That's what's
you know
up,
what I'm saying?
bro.
Like I'm a rock out. Like, bro, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna do it. I got an expectation for God because God has expectations of me. But at the same time, I'm in His will. So if I'm in His will, He's saying His word that if you believe it, you love on Him and you do what He'll give you.
Yeah.
He said, believe in God, He'll give you what you ask for.
Right.
Now, I ain't even asking. I'm just doing it. That's how my faith is. Like, I just believe. God said faith is action.
Right.
He said, if you want to go out there and do it, then just go do it, and He going to rock with you. And everything I've done since I got locked up, bro, has just me doing it and be like, God, man, you better come on with it.
Yeah, I mean, I was there for the ribbon cutting when you first cut the ribbon, bro.
Yeah.
I was there when you was pushing the S10,
Yeah,
and
I'm
then I
still
looked
pushing it.
up.
I was outside right
I
now.
seen you.
Yeah.
And then I seen you pop up with the big boy Jeep with the big boy rims on
It's in the
there.
garage. They roll on Fridays and Saturdays.
Tucked away.
And Sundays. Yeah, all that.
That's what's up, man. So, you know, personally from me, bro, like, you know, I know when I started with you, we was training at a gym in Irondale.
Yeah.
And we went from there to the new facility.
Yeah.
And now, you know, a couple of years later, you're going from that to 20,000 square feet that include a 40, 60-foot football field, basketball gym, along with everything that you need.
Right.
And some people may not know, so I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a head, that a lot of reasons that you're actually including those attributes inside of your gym is because of contracts that you have with some city schools. Definitely. And because of some programs. So tell us about like some of the stuff that you got going with some of the high schools, the volleyball team, basketball teams, and people that are coming to you for training.
So I'm gonna just put this out here. So I actually interned at this gym called RPM when I first graduated college. Well, right before I graduated. The guy that owns this, his name is Lance Rose, good friend of mine. He played at Hoover High School, and now he owns Godspeed Essa. Okay. Godspeed is in Hoover, is in Huntsville. He's actually building like 2 or 3 more gyms. So I really literally made with my gym off of what he does. The only thing is there was just not a lot for the black community. You know, like you got to have your money right to go to Godspeed. Gotcha. Or the school has to be able to pay for it. So I came up with a plan that I want to get involved in doing things with schools and high schools and middle schools and all that, but I want to make it affordable. Right. You know what I'm saying? So what I did is I came up with a way to make it affordable, and then I literally just pitched it to the schools, you know, like, hey, you know, all of these over-the-mountain schools training with some type of strength and conditioning coach. You know, high schools don't have that in the black community. Birmingham City don't have strength and conditioning coach. So how you gonna compete with somebody that's training every day? They working on their strength, they working on their speed, they working on their agility, they working on their power, all of this stuff. You just going out there on raw talent. Ain't like when we was younger. We just out there on raw talent, throw up and tackle. You run on that sideline by the grass, you gonna get buzzed. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that no more. Right. Like these dudes training 3, 4, 5 times a week. So how do you compete with that? Right. Why you think them schools always winning all the championships? So my plan was to, you know, come out just like that. I can offer this service. And, you know, I would pitch it. And to be honest with you, a lot of schools like, well, we can't afford this. I'm like, what can you afford? How can you get with the program, you know? Yeah. So make a long story short, man, I started pitching it. 1 school, 2 schools, 3 schools, 4 schools, middle school, high school, individuals. It just took off, man. You know, I'm a firm believer, man, like in business. And I got a really good friend, Brandon Brooks, that taught me this. He was just like, bro, you just got to find the void and put a need to that void. And in business, that's the people that's making millions. the dude Hazinka that did the trash, that owns Waste, you know, he was up in New York and he was just like, all these people trash sitting on the street all day. So he started going around picking up trash. Like, hey, pay me, I come pick your trash up. Well, guess what? Now he owns Waste Management.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. He just saw a need, and boom, Wayne Hazinka now is he is a billionaire from picking up trash.
So
Put a new name on a garbage man, right?
Wow.
I wish I could be a billionaire just to pick your trash up.
I feel
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you.
you know what I'm saying? So you just find a void, and the void, and when I came home was these schools don't have a strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
Like the over the mountain schools. And
They
so
sure
that took
don't.
off. So now, you know, I got contracts, and then the combines came. I did my first combine, and then the city of Birmingham wanted to do a combine. So boom, here we go doing combines 2-3 times a year. So it just kind of took out. Dudes started signing scholarships from us doing combine. So think about it. If I was in high school back in the day when I was in high school, and somebody said you can go do this combine, there's gonna be scouts there and they can see you go run a 40, catch a pass and all that. Boom! Now you get a scholarship. When we did that first combine, me and L from Step by Step, that first combine, but we had like 60 kids sign scholarships from that.
For real?
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And it just took off from there. And now, you know, we can put something together just over the weekend and they coming, bro. Just find a void. I don't care what it is, bro. Find out somebody.
That's true.
You find that void and you put a need to it, bro. That's how you get to it.
Gotcha.
I love it.
It's a system.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait. You got a tentative date for this date for
So,
the gym yet?
so man, this thing went from, so y'all know the market changed. So the market went from like, you know, you could get stuff at like 2-3%, and it just jumped to like 6-7%.
I just bought a house, so I know. Yeah.
So to be honest with you, I don't know if y'all know about commercial lending. So, but if you do like a commercial loan, you got to put like 35% down. I ain't gonna tell y'all the number of what the gym was gonna cost, but let's just say it was a enormous number of cash I had to put down. So when I bought the property, I put this big lump sum cash down from my business account. Boom. So I would have to do the same thing, but this number is bigger than what the property costs. So I ended up deciding, okay, to get away from having to put that enormous now, I'm gonna go through SBA. SBA, you only got to put 10% down. Well, guess what? I already did that because I put it on the property, so they're gonna take it into account. It just takes a little longer. So I'm just waiting on them. So as soon as they come through with the final number, I'm breaking ground and we running. So that's what I'm waiting on.
Man, make sure you call me, man. Don't be like that, man.
No, I'm gonna call you. You know, I'm definitely gonna call
Don't
you.
be like that, man.
Yeah, and I want all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 19 cameras. You
We
got
don't
here.
need that many for that.
You dang.
Yes, you do.
So you ain't gonna put your boy on the 19? Okay, so
'Cause
I
you
come on
with
your
a whole
house.
production.
Nah,
I come on your house with a whole production
So-
of 19 cameras. You want to give me a iPhone 6? It's cool. You know, it's what's up. You
A
know,
4.
they don't even make those.
What I'm trying to explain to you
Don't
is
try to
that
give me the ins and outs on what cameras and all that.
nah.
do.
When I'm working and doing my thing, I don't need all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
So
So we're not
basically,
working right now?
yeah, we're working. But see, what I had to do is I had to set it up where it's as easy as possible for my people.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
It's a whole production.
If I'm doing
These
it,
people.
It's a whole production. Don't let him
these
fool y'all.
Oh,
Don't let him fool y'all. It's
I'm
a
just
whole
playing, my boy.
production.
We locked in.
I'm gonna spin the block though. So Trey, how long have you been a trainer?
Ooh, so I graduated in 07. I did a little training at the Y. What is this? 2023?
no, it's 22, man.
No, it's 23.
You forgot that fast?
Man, you know, hey, when you locked in and you grind more, you don't keep up with days.
Yeah,
and
you be
times.
lost on the
just-
days, for
You
real.
just be working.
You lost.
So talk to us.
So it's about 14 years I've been training, but literally, legitly strong training.
Yeah.
Probably about 9 years.
9 years.
If I include from the time I was locked up until now. Yeah.
9 years. So what are some of the challenges that you've had with training? Because you know everybody wants to pop up now. I'm a personal trainer.
No,
I really
but you
want to
gotta
get
be
into
BBL
that.
though.
Like,
I'm just saying.
that's
they got a 4-week course out there for them right now. They got a 4-week course out there for them, bro.
Honestly, man, what God got for you, got for you. Like, I ain't never felt no pushback from nobody else training. To be honest with
that's
you,
good.
most of the people like that's come through my gym as trainers, like opening their own businesses now. Like, I got people that I literally that was under my wing now have their own gyms, have their own training concept. You know, that has come from what they did at my gym. So it's not like you can learn everything you can from it, but I ain't gonna give you everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm still that.
Who's still
that
kicking
guy.
it over there with you?
What you mean, like coaches?
Yeah, like who's still there?
KJ.
Okay, KJ.
Chip.
I don't know Chip.
Yeah, KJ and Chip. Everybody else. Well, not everybody went and
Because
trained.
it wasn't
Some
no
people had-
female trainers there when I was there.
No, no. It's. Let's just say this: people had some life changes.
Right.
You know, when the market changed, things happen. Like it ain't always just been like, oh, I'm gonna go do my thing. It's some life things have changed. You know?
Right.
So for me, I'm gonna tell you how God worked. Man, God's so good, man. So a couple, like two of them, when they gave me their 2 week notice, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little hurt. So I'm like, dang, bro, you started with me. Like, what's up with this? But when I looked at how God operates, I really needed to say that payroll check to do what I'm trying to do.
Right.
And God was like, I knew you weren't gonna be able to do this right now, so I needed to get you babe save some money. So, you know, with the front desk and the trainers and everything we had going on, it kind of just worked out. And so, you know, now we're back hiring and all that. And obviously I'm gonna hire like 10 new employees when we open a new gym. So it's just, man, God know what he doing.
Man, let me go and take this 4-week course so I can get me a job, man.
Boy, you don't.
You just come
You stick to this over there. That's what you need to do. Okay.
please.
Because
I ain't gonna be able to afford you.
What you mean, man?
Yo, you know what I mean.
What
man.
you mean?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. When this man first started, man,
What he do?
man, that man got two little Geico cameras, right? You know what I'm saying? Look, Geico. Like, you know, he ain't State Farm or Allstate. This the Geico cameras, man. And this man tried to charge me a travel fee. I'm like, bro, you stay next door. Like, what you do that? You gonna walk down the street and charge me for that?
Hey, listen, man.
He was
So
like,
you came for his throat.
bro,
Out the gate.
we had did like 3 events. Man, this man came. I mean, I didn't talk. Look, I didn't spoke for the Sanford University Gospel Choir concert. Now, I'm a black man. He out there shooting. I'm like, hey, bro, I need you to come do this. This man was like, hey, I got these extra Geico cameras now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, this what it's gonna cost. I'm like,
You had the Polaroids. What you
bro, I'm
Nah,
like, bro, you
listen,
still
man.
got an iPhone 6 though, bro.
Listen,
Like, what? He still shooting with the 6 on the side.
Listen,
like,
let me
he
tell
doing
you the
B-roll
truth.
with the iPhone 6.
Not a beer.
B-roll with the iPhone 6. I'm blurring everything on the camera, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm like, dang, you gonna charge me? And I said, you know what, I'm good. Bro, we
So
fell
this
out,
This is
bro.
what we're
We
not
ain't
gonna
even
do.
talk. That was
This is
3
what we
years
not
ago.
gonna do. This is what we
You my
not
boy,
gonna do.
though.
doing it.
This is-
You-
I wish I would have sent it to y'all so y'all could put it up on the screen right now.
Oh, we're doing it.
I was doing the B-roll
You can add
with
it
my G7X. It was my vlog camera. That's what I was doing the B-roll with. All right. T7i, which is actually still in use right now. My
Oh,
first.
no.
That was
I don't know the
my
name.
first.
The middle?
The group shot. That was my first camera. The first camera I ever had. That's the camera that took his pictures. That's the camera that filmed his service. So I had a 2-camera setup. So I had that camera and then I had another camera. So what I ended up having to do, because I didn't have all of these cameras, was if I was going to take the T7 so I could take pictures,
Yeah.
I had to move one of the cameras so it'll get a group shot so I could use that camera to take pictures.
Hey.
But listen, I gave him the name your price tool. I gave him the name your price tool.
I was your first
So it was my first gig with him, and he was like,
no,
all
I
right,
was your
cool.
first gig, period.
See, that's where we got the misconception at. That's where the misconception came
See,
in at.
okay.
As he thought that he was primarily the only person hiring me and giving me opportunities.
You had
know
done
what I'm
some
saying?
stuff. You had done some stuff.
Did you have a
that
blog
was,
spot?
But be real, be real.
Listen.
That was a pretty nice
You had a
gig.
blog spot?
That was dope.
That was a pretty dope.
But I'm gonna be honest. And this is the honest God truth when it comes to it. LaPic Visuals is like what IAMLOVE is to you. You know what I'm saying? As I started growing and I started learning more, my value was increasing with that. It didn't increase drastically,
Right.
but it was slowly increasing.
I can respect
now when the last time that he had called me because he wanted some,
Yeah.
I felt like I had somewhat arrived. So I knew that I couldn't give him the price that I normally would give people because we had a real life working relationship. Like I'll be honest and just keep it a buck. Like it at the time when I had started training with him, I ain't really had nothing going on besides work and training. So it wasn't nothing to whatever he needed. Boom, boom, boom.
Right.
Then I decided I want to start a business. So now I got bills, business, and I'm trying to train, and I'm trying to eat right. What a lot of people don't know is it's cheap to eat bad.
Hello.
It's expensive to eat right.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do all this meal prep and all this other stuff. So there was some times that I couldn't pay him on time, but he never fussed at me about it. He just always would say, whenever you're going to bring it, that's what it is.
Same.
It's,
I wanted the same. I gave him.
see, that's what I'm saying.
I wanted the
so
same.
I knew I couldn't hit him. I knew I couldn't hit him.
$1 million.
I was like, look, man,
you got to put the deposit in. It's $725. It's got to be in. It was $208. He was like, it got to be in by $210. And then I was
You added
like,
tax too.
Then he was like,
I wasn't
and
doing
I got
tax
a
at the
travel
time.
fee.
You added interest.
The only reason I added the travel fee in is because
What was your travel fee?
when I sent him the ticket, this nigga do it, Jason. When I sent him the ticket, he was like, "Dang, bro, that's what you gonna hit me for?" I was like, "Nah, man, you good." So what I did was I hit him with the car dealership move. I took the price down, but then I added it back in travel. I was like,
Just like
I
the
said to
N-word.
myself, but see what he got to understand is he know I know business
Right.
and he know I know him.
You can't hustle the
So you
hustler.
can't hustle me. So real talk. You know what's so crazy, bro? We really need fall out like that. I respect that for real.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
it
It really wasn't even no bad blood or nothing like that. I just was like, I can just go find somebody cheaper.
yeah, and to be honest,
with you. That's all it was.
yeah, we talking crap about falling out or whatever, but to be honest, man, I had a client that reached out to me at last minute. Shout out to Robert Rushing, aka Red, and Toya Johnson / Rushing now for Wait No More. They do Wait No More.
Okay.
And my frat brother Carlos and his wife Hope, they're like the Birmingham hub that whenever they're doing Wait No More events here in Birmingham, Toya and Red will coordinate through them and through Hope, and they'll set stuff up like they did stuff at the Rock. They did a hike or a walk or something they did with PMJ.
Yeah.
That was Hope and Carlos setting everything up for Toya. They brought Toya whole camp, you know what I'm saying? Candy, Monica, all them folks. They brought all their whole camp to do whatever they did with PMJ. So at the end of the day, it was like, I forgot what the hell I was talking about.
You basically got that gig while you was
them.
doing my gig or attempting to talk about what you was gonna do. I ain't knocking that.
No, it's so I had opportunity to go do that, but this is I think this is really what I was just trying to get to is that was going on and Hope needed images. And I called him, was like, "Hey man, it's last minute and I need a gym for this client." And he was like, "Bro, let me see what I could do to get somebody to open up for you because I'm not gonna be here." And he was like, "You know what? I ain't even gonna charge you nothing. Just let me see if I can find somebody to get to open up the gym for you." So that was the backstory because of PMJ, Wait No More, and all the other stuff was that the person that they work with here in Birmingham needed images for something they had coming up for what she had going. And they called me to do them, and I needed a gym. And when I reached out to him, he was like, "Man, if I can get somebody to open it up for you, I definitely let you use it. And you ain't even got to worry about throwing me nothing. Just go in there, whatever you do, clean up, whatever, boom, 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 we'll be good." You know what I'm saying? So we talk shit to each other just to keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But
He tough.
But other than that, I mean,
He tough.
I mean, dude did what I asked him to do when I walked into his gym. Like, I felt good about myself. I got my stamina back. I mean, I really wish I could say what I wanted to
a lot
say.
of true people in the world.
Man, but stop. Stop. But I mean, real deal. Like, I felt good and I looked good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think if I would have tightened up the eating a little bit better, I probably could have went ahead and lost the little rubbish right here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
10-piece lemon
so
pepper
what you're saying is you on your way back.
I'm gonna come slide over there. I ain't got no choice at this point.
You might as well.
I ain't got no choice to do, and I'm just being real. And I
But
mean,
you definitely ain't getting that old price.
still
Forget
talking
about
about
it.
why not, man?
Because you
is
when
the
you went up on your
price.
prices bro,
Today.
I'm scared to even
Tomorrow.
ask
Today
for you to shoot something for me now. Bro, you got 18 cameras. Bro,
they gotta be paid for, man.
that's why I'm scared to ask the price. Guess what?
The price.
When you came over there, we had
Price.
3 racks. We got 12 now.
Oh, 12.
When you came over there, when you
Triple
first started, we
the way
only had the 5 through 50 dumbbells. We got 3 sets of 5 through 100.
I done seen the upgrades.
Okay.
I've seen the upgrades.
Okay,
I
so-
see you still got motherfuckers going out that back door running down the
Oh, you
hill,
gonna do that.
though.
You gonna run that hill.
Man, I ain't, you know what? I don't miss that motherfucker at all, boy.
You gonna run,
And
my
then
boy.
trying to impress him, you want to run it a little faster, run it a little harder or something like that. That still don't cut down on the reps. You still got to do all the rest
you
of them laps.
supposed to.
So you know what? I had to learn the hard way.
Hey.
I had to learn the hard way, bro.
tired
I'm
already.
just gonna coast and I'm gonna do it like everybody else doing it. You know what I'm saying? And
But
get
you
on back
supposed-
in there.
Hey, but you know you cut from a different cloth though. I expect big stuff out you.
You know what? And you know what? Only reason why I'm gonna give you that one because I'll never forget the day. It was a guy. He weighed probably 100 pounds more than me, and he was my workout partner that day. You was training both of us at the same time, still on the first thing.
I remember.
And we got ready to get on the bench, and you told me what to put on there. And he put the same thing on, and you told him, you said, "Nah, man, he a little stronger than you. You need to change yours out."
Yeah.
And I looked at him. I was like, "Man, this nigga like 250, 275. What you mean?"
I expect more at you, doc.
Man.
I expect. Hey, when you expect more out of a person, you look. If listen, you know what my coach told me back in the day, bro. He told me this. I had several coaches tell me this. He was like, "Look, when I stop talking to you and stop telling you to be great and stop pushing you, that's when you need to get worried."
Yeah, I'd have heard that before.
So the day I say you, hey, do whatever you want to do, that's when you know I ain't really pushing you no more.
Gotcha.
So if I'm telling you to put more weight on and keep pushing, that means I see more in you. And not only that, bro, if you know, they say, you know, the more weight you put on, the stronger you get.
I believe that.
The more weight come on you, the stronger you get. That's how God operates. The more weight you put on, it ain't always bad. What James said? Shoot, in trials and tribulation, I want it. Trials and tribulation, they're gonna make me stronger. It's the same thing. I'm putting more weight on you because I think you can do more. That's all it is to it.
I ain't mind it, bro. To be completely honest, I didn't mind it at all. You know, it's just at the end of the day, bro. I mean, we had some good times, bro. It was some times it wasn't nobody in that place working but me and Trey.
Is it?
It's been times we didn't came in that joint and literally I came in there one day, like the one thing about me that I always tell people is God ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
He's still
Not at
in
all.
me.
He right
And it was times I'll never forget that I came in there and he put it on his social media. I said, bro, you know what? I don't even want to hear the regular music today, bro. I was like, do you mind if we play gospel on the workout? And then when we struck the gospel up, he's like, you know what? Shit, I'm working out with you today, and we just grind. We got it, bro. Like that was probably one of the most memorable, best workouts that I ever had with him. Like it was like completely like dope, man. Yeah. So we've definitely had some great moments and some great times, bro. And I'm extremely proud of everything that God has given you,
I'm
man.
excited for you. Yeah.
I'm just glad you allowing. You're recognizing your gifts and you're treating them as such. They are gifts because he didn't have to give it to you.
He didn't.
He didn't have to start you in the 3-story where we started at.
Right.
He ain't had to give you a new spot in Irondale.
Right.
And he dang sure ain't got to give you 25,000 square feet.
He sure doesn't.
25,000 square feet. Boy, I can't wait to see what that look like.
Yeah.
So, you know, as we get ready to turn the corner, man, and get ready to get out of here, because, you know, we try not to keep our folk way, way, way too long. I do want to ask one of these questions that my producer put out here for us to ask, though. When it comes to the fitness training, because she already asked about it, you know what I'm saying? You know, with the people able to take these 4-week courses and call themselves a fitness trainer and stuff of that nature. With social media being the way that it is and influencers being the way that it is, do you think that the fitness industry, do you think it's being taken over by women because if they find Trey, they getting a lot of attention, not because they eating good and they got a good regimen, bro. They getting it because they fine, man.
You just heard me say earlier.
Well,
I'm a trainer.
you answered your own question, bro. Here's the thing.
Well, that's my spiel. I want to know how you feel about it.
This is how I feel about it. When people get, you know, recognition because of how their body look, it's not because of how they training. Okay? If you notice, if you go look at my profile, I don't really post myself training. Number one, because over the years, I've learned that the way I train is intimidating to people because the normal person's not going to go in the gym and train like me.
Yeah, I remember seeing that Superman video. You had the Superman cape on. You were jumping in the alleys on damn ladders. I was like, man, this nigga crazy.
What? But what I will show is the
Okay.
normal people that I train.
Yeah.
Because then people feel like, okay, if she can do it or he can do it or they can do this, I can do it.
See some
You get what I'm
transformations
saying?
too now.
Definitely. So, when I see some people, with all that going on, I'm not knocking nobody for going to get their M's up. Like, 'cause I'm a firm believer, whatever makes your money, go make your money, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, but like I told you, what's for me is for me.
Right.
It's 7 billion people on the planet.
Last time I think they checked, I think it's 8 now.
And you're right back. You might be
It's 8 billion.
8 billion people on the planet. You think I'm worried about you getting a couple hundred people training? I'm not worried about that. So whatever they got going on, if that's what you want, then hey, follow them. Cause guess what? What's for me is for me.
Man, if I follow them, follow them. Look, that's it.
Yeah, that's what most people follow them for. If you go look at all these, you said the women trainers and what their bodies and all that look like, and every shot they shot is a squat from the back. They got the video camera posted at their butt and all that. I guarantee you, it ain't cause they working out. It's cause it's soft porn.
Yeah, and literally, if you look at the analytics, we literally looking at 90%, man, and 1% women. Like,
hey, how you doing? And 70% of them in her inbox. Hey, babe, how you doing?
And mad because they in her inbox.
Right. What you mad for when you posting booty pictures every week?
Sis,
you
went and got the BBL, then you came back to the 4-week course, and all of a sudden you want to show you meal prepping and you training, and you mad about the attention that came with that. Come on, man.
So that's just how I feel about it. I don't knock nobody for how they get their money, bro. To be honest with you, people gonna do what they gonna do.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I respect that. And to be honest with you, I want them to go out there. But that old saying, use what you got to get what you want, is true. I'm using my gifts that God gave me to get what I want.
Right.
They just using it a different way. I ain't gonna knock it. I'm not judgmental. God is good. So if that's what's making you win, then baby, keep winning. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Man,
not the clap.
Fire. I like that.
Oh yeah, Jay Gray, the truth,
That's
man.
fire right there.
That's a blessing.
I'm not
got
gonna
that
knock
blessing.
nobody for getting money, man. I think that is what it is.
Yeah. That's what's up.
The IAMLOVE Ministries and IAMLOVE Fitness Training Center. So which one of these came first, and how did they correlate with each other?
They honestly came together. To be honest with you, like God told Moses to go to Pharaoh to tell him to let my people go.
Right.
All right. And so when God told Moses to go to Pharaoh and let my people go, Moses asked God, he said, well, who shall I say sent me? Mm-hmm. In other words, you just come down here talking about let these people go. Who in the world told you to come do that?
All right.
And God said, I am what I am. I am told
that
you to go down there and let them know.
Right.
In other words, I am can be whatever you need. Your protector, provider, your healer, your savior.
Right.
And so that's what IAMLOVE Ministries and IAMLOVE Fitness is one together. It can be your spiritual fitness, it can be your physical, your mental, your social, your emotional. Like, man, most of the time, like people that come into the gym, man, they out of shape, not so much because they just physically out of shape, but it's other things that have factored into them getting out of shape, where it is stress, whether it's drinking, whether it's drugs, whether it's smoking, whether it's a loved one, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job loss, whether it's a divorce. It's just so much that goes into it. And I've had the opportunity with God on my side and help to be able to help these people get out of that stress. Yeah. And to be honest with you, when people get in shape mentally, physically, they aura change, and then they're a better person for the people that they're around. That's what's so magical about IAMLOVE Fitness. And it's literally, that's what it is, God's love fitness. Right. It's just called I Am, but I Am is God. So it's God Love Ministries, God Love Fitness. That's what it stands for. So people that come into there, when they get where they're going, man, they change. And that's like magic to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, see somebody like 6 months ago go through this, and now they
over here
doing their thing.
I love it.
That's what it is. It. For sure. That's what it boils down to. So, I'm just excited, to see what God's gonna manifest from this point on. And it ain't always been easy.
Right.
Like when I first started gym, and them first couple months, I was just like, man, I don't even know how I'm gonna pay the rent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it kept coming, but the membership wasn't coming, you know what I'm saying? And then it just, God started manifesting that, and the membership started going up. And then even when we bought the property, we went into a financial hole, you know what I'm saying? Because you dump that much cash out. And then, gyms at the end of the year, memberships kind of go down.
Right.
So it got slow. So I was in kind of I was coming almost in the red these last couple months.
Yeah.
And then, January hit and then it skyrocketed.
Right.
So I'm just now kind of getting out of that situation. So, God is he just continues to show himself,
Absolutely.
to let you know, like, keep depending on me now. Don't get so outside yourself because you're doing good. The gym that made money that you.
Right. You forget about me.
You forget about it. So he'll let you know, like.
Because that's your ultimate source at the end of the day.
Amen.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
So what about franchising for the future for you?
Definitely. So, once I get this blueprint of this gym up, I'm definitely going. The Huntsville. Huntsville, like the new
upcoming Birmingham.
Man, it's like it ain't Birmingham. They in front of Birmingham. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. I ain't gonna lie. Mayor Randall Wolf, and he's definitely bringing Birmingham back on the map. I love Mayor James Stewart Irondale and what he's doing and some of the other surrounding cities. But Huntsville, baby, I had to go to New Orleans on it, baby. They are doing their thing. Like it is a growing city.
Right.
So I definitely want to put IAMLOVE in every major city in Alabama: Huntsville, Tuscaloosa, Montgomery, Mobile, probably another one on the other side of Birmingham. And then once I do that, I'm going to other cities and states.
I love it.
I want them to be just like the Planet Fitness is, but bigger.
But I was going to say better.
Better, bigger, better. Yeah, all that.
So if you had someone that is looking to join a membership and they're like, okay, well, I'm choosing between Planet Fitness, Club for Fitness, and IAMLOVE. Mm-hmm. What would be like your selling point to them for them to come to IAMLOVE?
Well, number one, Planet Fitness is just you do you gym.
Right.
Like it's not like a coaching gym where you actually come into the gym and we show you exactly what to do. So if you're choosing Planet Fitness, you're definitely choosing them because you just want to just have a gym to go to.
Right.
So you basically go in there on your own. Club 4 is pretty much the same. It's probably like $10 more, but it's still the same. IAMLOVE is a family fitness gym where you're going to be coached, you're going to be nurtured, you're going to be held accountable, you're going to have coaches that are going to be contacting you, keeping you up to date. You missed a couple days, they like, hey, where you at? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, you sick? You got COVID? If you ain't, then why you miss? Like you need to have an excuse, somebody obituary or a doctor's note, like why you ain't showing up because all that. Yeah, I need to know. I need to know because you can't pay me and not show up. Because here's the thing about me. I'm gonna tell you like how I really, really am about my gym and my members and the fitness. Mm-hmm. I don't want you out here telling folks that you train at IAMLOVE Fitness and you still look like you haven't trained at IAMLOVE Fitness. Because if you train at IAMLOVE Fitness, something about you need to change.
Right.
It's like when you see Jesus, something about you change. So if you come to my gym and 3-4 months down the line, you still look the same, something ain't right. So in my mindset, I need you showing up, being consistent, so when we put you out there, you look different. Because guess what? I'm a word of mouth gym.
Yeah, put that work in. I wish I had that picture so I could throw it up there. How I look when I had that chest. Like my
we
shit
ain't talking about you though.
Babe, my shit popping. They like,
And anyways, like we were saying,
we ain't talking about you though.
I want to get your mama, sister, daddy, auntie, cousin, all them, because they gonna see you and they gonna be like, well, dang, what you been doing? I've been going to IAMLOVE Fitness.
Let me sign up today then. Okay.
Come on, we got you.
Okay, so with that being said, bro, again, man, we definitely appreciate you coming through, dropping all the gems, man, the spiritual footprints that you left, man, and things of that nature, man. So what I want to try to sort of just get into right here at the end, bro, is just like, do you got anything coming up that you want to share with our listeners and our watchers, bro, that you got anything that you got coming up event-wise or that nature? And, as we get ready to close this out, just tell the people who you are again and let them know where they can find you, man.
Definitely. My biggest thing right now is getting back in the community. I am the president of the Irondale Football and Cheer Park. They had youth football in the park. So they hadn't had youth sports in Irondale in like 8 years.
Really?
And so the mayor hit me up. He's like, look, your influence in Irondale is big. We want to. So he decided he wanted to hire me to do that. And
so I can come to the pictures, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a contract. I need you to sign something.
I'm not signing anything. This is the price because it's all falling on us now, and you know how high you are.
No, we can work something out.
Yeah, okay.
As the program grow, I go, right?
Oh yeah, we can work it out. But anyway, yeah. So for sure. So last year was our first season back, man, and we out of 4 teams, we had 2 make it to playoffs in the first season.
Okay.
Out of 13 cities.
Okay.
Only 8 made it. We was one of them. 2 of our teams made it, and our cheer squad won the overall cheer competition.
Nice.
First season.
Nice.
So when I tell folks I'm coming, bro, I'm like Prime, baby. We coming, baby. I'm coming.
I love it.
I'm coming, my boy. And I ain't just coming to just be saying I'm out there. I'm coming to win in everything I do. And I don't believe I'm going to lose. Even if I lose, I still win because God's with me. You feel me? So
I feel you, bro.
I'm winning. You know what I'm saying? So
Talk that talk, money. Walk that walk.
My boy.
So one more time, man, before we get out of here, man, tell the people who you are, man. Tell them where they can find you, bro.
My name is Trey Chaney, man. I am the owner and head senior coach at IAMLOVE Fitness Training Center. I am the evangelist and owner of IAMLOVE Ministries. I'm actually over the youth at New Rising Star. We do young students ministry. I forgot to talk about that. And I do the team ministry on third Sundays at the church. Okay. So, we do a lot. I'm also the part president of Irondale Mounties Youth and Cheer in Irondale. And what we got coming next, man, is taking God to the kingdom, baby. Taking him to the foot to let everybody know, hey, it ain't about me. It's just, you know what I learned, man? People, I can say all this stuff. Ain't nobody gonna remember that. All they gonna remember is how I impacted their life.
Right.
And how God moved in their life. So when people see me, if they see God, that's all I care about.
That's what's up, man.
Keep leaving your mark, because you definitely are for sure. Oh, yeah.
Man, once again, we appreciate you coming, man, taking that time out of your schedule and starting through, bro, especially with you telling me that you don't do much on Mondays after you get out of that gym. So, man, thank you. Thank you for sliding through, man. Don't do me like that, man.
Get 3 hours of sleep.
So what's up, good people, man? Thanks again for checking out the podcast, man. Thanks for subscribing, following, listening, whatever you're doing. Don't forget, man, if you're watching us on YouTube, man, give us a couple of comments. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. But most importantly, thanks for rocking with the What You Mean podcast. And for those of you that are listening, if you're in the local area, man, you're looking for a trainer. If you're in the Irondale area, you're looking to get your kids involved and just get them where they need to be physically. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter if they're involved or not involved. Just to have your kids healthy, man. Make sure you hit up this great guy, man, Trey Chaney. He's trained me before. You definitely get the results if you put in the work, man. So thanks again to you for coming. Thanks again to you for listening. And until next time, man, I am your host, LaCheston.
And I'm your co-host, Kim.
And y'all already know what it is, man. Peace.